I find this kind of competition stuff interesting. Have you been to a beat battle before?
I've been to a beat battle. I've watched beat battles. You can watch them on
Yeah, there's a
YouTube.
bunch of them online. Yeah.
We used to, I mean, when they had like just open mic nights, the
Mhm.
DJs, the producers would come there with their, their new beats, and MCs would like spit lyrics over them. So yeah, that was kind of cool,
Yeah,
but it
yeah,
was
it's fun.
but that was you know, to be sort of again you're in the
Mhm.
middle of it. You're in the middle of the culture. It just felt like a lot cooler, because it's dark.
Yeah.
You got the big party
You're
speakers,
there.
like you know, pumping out bass and everything. So it's a little different. What's interesting
Yes.
about this here is so if you're a Splice user, I mean, you use Splice.
No, not really. You have to use yeah, Serato Studio and Splice.
Yeah.
So they give you, I guess, samples that you're allowed to make the beat out of.
Yeah, it's a
I guess you
sample.
can
It's a
add your
Splice
spice to
sample
it.
pack, right? Uh-huh.
Yeah, and so you can do your flair onto it, and this is how you get into the finals for
Right.
the beat thing, which is I think is clever. It's kind of like Iron Chef or something like that. Your meal, your the flavor today is onions. You got to make a beat out of onions. So
Right.
this is what it is,
I
which
think what's going to
is
be
cool.
interesting here, though, is okay, the way that they want you to upload like your track, right?
Yeah,
You've
you
got to
got to
upload
film
a
yourself.
screenshot,
You have to film yourself making the
right?
beat.
Hmm.
And I think that's clever because people could make beats and like hand it to somebody, and be like, "Yo, put that out there."
Right. Hmm.
So I think that's clever, and I like that the audience is judged by the internet.
Right.
So
Hmm.
it's not, you don't have Simon Cowell and some other people that you don't care about are
you know.
judging your beats. Because I've gone to beat battles and the people judging. I'm like, how are you there? I've done more things in the music industry than you have. Like, how are you judging me? But so like it's good that they're leaving it up to the audience to judge on Instagram, and so like it's a wide net, and I think that's probably more fair than three people on a panel or whatever, and the prizes are good, like twenty
I
thousand
mean,
dollars. That's a good
second
prize.
place is $4,000, dude.
Yeah,
I'm like, I'm
these
good with
these are all
that.
wins. Like
Yeah.
$1,000 for a beat battle is a solid win. I've seen
I
beat
mean,
battles where
that's
they're
a
like, "Here's my mixtape, and here's some
That's a solid
headphones."
win. I mean,
Yeah, it's
twenty
a solid
thousand
win.
dollars is pretty cool. Here's my only thing though, right? So when a lot of
Mhm,
when you're on a Mac, even on a PC, sometimes
mhm,
it's difficult to bring in the right audio source so that when you
mhm.
do a screen capture, you're getting the best audio quality, right?
Yeah.
So that may be a problem, So it's just like, okay, you're going to do a screen capture, but you may be getting the audio just from the speakers and the mic coming from your laptop or your computer. So you may not have the best audio quality.
So you need to
So,
put some effort into planning how you're gonna record this
right,
thing,
right,
'cause
right.
I think a lot of people don't know, especially because, if you're using one of these programs, it's using a audio card or audio
Yeah,
source,
yeah,
and those require a lot of power, and
yeah.
people don't know that if you haven't made any beats,
Hmm.
but if you're using a program like Ableton or Cubase or whatever, Logic,
Yeah,
it requires a ton of power using plugins and stuff like that,
right.
and Serato Studio, it's a little lighter because those programs are, like, more robust, but it still requires power. So if you're doing your screen capture plus making the beat, your computer could grind to a halt if it's not strong enough. So I think
Now,
you got to
is
keep that in mind.
Serato Studio cloud based or you have to download it?
No, it's an app.
Okay, it's an app.
It's yeah, it's an actual app. And
Wow.
I didn't like it when it first came out, and I was
Mhm.
complaining about a lot of the issues in it, and I got roasted for it. But they made
You got
changes based on my
flamed, huh?
recommendation. Well, because people, this is a problem with the internet. Nobody checks the dates on these things.
Right.
When I
Hmm.
made the video was when it first came out, and I
And
used it for a week, and I was like, "Well, this
mhm,
is trash."
it's
And I said,
buggy.
"Why this is trash?"
Yeah.
And then they made it better, but the people who after it made it better was like, "Oh my god, you're not paying attention to what happened. Like, you check the date."
Yeah,
Check
it's
the date.
buggy. You know, it's just like it's brand new. It's buggy. So
Yeah.
it's like an iPad app or like a phone app, or
It's
is
a
it
no,
just like
it's a desktop
desktop?
app, but
Okay. Hmm.
the problem that I had, and was a really sticking point for me, is that you had to rent it. You couldn't buy it flat
I
out.
remember that early on you had to rent. I mean, like
Yeah.
rent. Here's the other
Pe
thing, right? So
Mhm.
I know this is a free version, but how do you get the beat pack off of Splice? I know they have like a 14-day free trial or something like that, but
Yeah.
that basically means that you know what, you may have to pay that
It's
$7.99 to
it's gonna
get
cost you
in.
some money. It's gonna cost for sure, it's gonna cost you money to do this.